Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Paula from PSE and Creations. I hope everybody's doing well. Today I wanted to share an idea of something that you can do using the Dollar Tree Heartwood signs that are currently out there right now as part of their Valentine decor. So what I'm going to use right now, things may always change, are two of the wooden hearts. They're just the plain wooden hearts. A piece of scrapbook paper. It's on the thinner side. These are like the pieces that you can get for, like, that they end up selling 5 for $1, I think it is usually. It doesn't have the weight on it. But it's the thinner single-sided one. You can probably use the thicker one, but that's not what I'm using. We'll see how it works out. I'm going to be using this lace that I did get from the Dollar Tree as well. It's just this cream lace. Some Fabri-Tac because I'm going to have the lace. Some Mod Podge. Some paint colors of your choice. And some wood glue. Now, what I'm going to do, which I've already done because it does take time to dry, is I removed these little hangers, right? They're very easy to remove. So you just push the little prongy things through there and remove them. And then the hearts, in many cases, are not cut exactly the same. So just try to find two at the store if you can. If not, just make it work the best that you can. So these do not align very well. This is obvious misalignment, but that's okay because it doesn't really impact the design that we're going to do. So what you're going to do is you're going to take it, you're going to align them. You're going to wood glue. You can use hot glue, but I don't recommend it just because it will add bulk. So that's why they actually do sell wood glue at the Dollar Tree as well. But I have already done it. So this is already two hearts glued together. I did let it sit for about, I think I let it sit for 24 hours. You don't have to let it sit that long, but I just wanted to make sure that it actually took properly. So this is, again, two hearts glued together. You can see the difference in the thickness. And that's the whole point of it, is you want to make it thicker and sturdier so that, I don't know, if you want to use it in, let's say, a wreath. This can be totally used as a wreath sign now. Okay. So the next thing that I want to do is I want to paint the outer side of this and just the outer edge of it white. Even though it will be covered in many places, I want to make sure that the edge part is white. I forgot to grab a brush. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to put a dab of paint there. And it doesn't have to be completely. It could be slightly rustic looking, which is kind of what I'm going to go for. So, which is like a dry brush type of scenario, right? You can see a little bit of the dark peeking through there. Again, this is optional. You do not have to do this. Okay, guys, so the outer side is all painted. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. I just wanted to give it at least a layer of thin layer of white because it was the brown before. So like I said, they're still a little bit peeking through, but that's okay because it gives it that rustic look that I'm looking for. All right, the next step is figuring out how much of this we will cover to be a heart. I mean, sorry, to be this paper. I was thinking of doing like an angle like this. What do you guys think? Okay. And then we would grab my scissors. And then the idea will be that we can paint the bottom portion this pink, and we will add this lace. I like it. I like that idea. Okay, I like that idea. So what I'm going to do is, I think I like it right there. So I'm just going to make a little mark. And I probably should have done with a pencil, but I didn't have one, so I have the little mark. So that I know where to put my Mod Podge. So this is just a little bit of water. I'm just gonna slap some of this on here. Want to make sure you get a good amount on that edge, right? On the edges, that's very important. And the holes don't matter because it's going to be covered by the paper. Now, if you chose to put the paper at the bottom, then the holes would be there. You can try filling them with, before you paint, you can try filling them with wood filler. If you can find or have some, you can find it definitely. I mean, Home Depot and places like that sell wood filler, but you can check Dollar Tree to see if they sell wood filler. I've seen people use their hot glue gun and fill the hole with hot glue, and then you can paint. Sometimes it doesn't take properly, but it's your call. All right, now I'm just gonna put this down at an angle, push down, and now I'm just gonna cover it with, I put too much. Okay, that's okay. I went much further down than I wanted to, but that's okay. And now I'm just going to add a layer of Mod Podge on top. Look at that. I'm not sure if I got enough down here. Because I wasn't planning on going that far down. All right. Some people like working with this, some people don't. Some people use something different. I think there's like a gesso that you can use. I don't know. I never have a problem with it. I do mix it a little bit with a little bit of water mixture. It helps. But you want to make sure you don't do only water because then it's not going to stick after it dries, you know? So here I'm going down a little bit harder because there is a bubble that I'm just trying to brush out. Excuse me. Now we are going to have to let this dry. It's not the end of the world, but we will. I'm pushing down, getting those bubbles out. Right, here's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to cut off some of the excess. Oh, I'm a little close. Sorry, guys. I don't want to cut too close because obviously it's not dry yet. So this should help me. Make sure that I'm getting the folds where I need it to fold, right? Let's turn it around real quick. Oh, I just touched it where it's Mod Podged. Believe it or not, this is the first time that I'm trying this. Excuse me. Find if there's areas that you need to add more. See, like right there, for sure, needed more. Find it gently. And push down. All right. All right, guys, I'm gonna let this dry, and then when we come back, we will paint it. I'm going to paint it first, and then we'll add the lace, and then we'll see what it looks like. Oh, we're gonna sand. Oops, I keep going up higher. We're gonna sand the edges once it's fully dry too. All right, I will be back. So as you can see, here's what it looks like. We're going to paint this using this Cameo Pink Apple Barrel paint. And it's a really pretty soft pink. And I'm not 100% worried about getting it on the paper because we're going to put our lace there. I don't know if these colors go or not. I thought they looked beautiful together. It's a very soft pink. This, I'm not sure if it's coming through properly, but it's like the roses are black and white. And then the background is like a mint green. Just really pretty, in my opinion. I probably should have grabbed a bigger brush, but that's okay. It's not my dog, it's the neighbor's dog barking. I was never a huge fan of pink, but these soft pink colors are just very calming to me. Very calming. Are you a fan of pink? Let me know in the comments. Curious. I know many are not. If you're not a fan of pink, why? I mean, I just didn't like it because it really didn't go with anything. Like growing up, it didn't go with anything that I wore. I was very tomboy. Back in the day, it was not necessary. Like there wasn't a lot of pink for guys, you know. Now it's like, bam. Here's pink. Hear me roar. All right. This is just my water. So now you know what we need to do. We just need to wait for it to dry. As soon as it dries, I'll be back. We will put our lace on. Oh, that's gonna look so nice, don't you think? And then we will sand off. I forgot my train of thought. We will sand off the edges. And I may put a layer of gesso, clear gesso that I have on the top of this, just so that it takes away the shine that you see in person. If you like the shine, cool. But I am going for more of a non-shiny type of look. All right, we'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, it's dry. So now you can either paint it more if you want to have a little bit more coverage. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my sanding paper and I am simply going to sand down. And the reason why you go down and not up is because you obviously do not want it to lift, right? If it does lift, then you know, well, you haven't put enough Mod Podge or glue or however it is that you get your paper down. It also gives it a bit of a rough look on the end, and I like that. Oh, look at that, see? Just, I'm also going to sand this just slightly. So I'm going to sand it You're going to listen to some music while I do it, just because the noise is probably really loud. Okay, guys, here's where we're at. That took forever. I will say, if you have a sanding block or maybe better sanding paper, that might be beneficial. I need to clean this off. Give me a second. Okay. Oh, I need to wipe this off too. Sorry, guys, I had to wipe that off. All right, so now we are going to take, now, if you wanted to, I think you can definitely glue this on with like a hot glue gun. But I think that I'm just going to use my Fabri-Tac. So my idea is, let's give it a whirl here. And how much lace I'm using just depends on where it is that you're going to angle your ribbon, right? You might choose to do less or an angle up higher, so the width would be longer, or lower, the width would be shorter. I am overhanging a little bit, right? So I did an overhang slightly on this side just because I want to make sure that I'm just going to cut that up. And voila! Guys, look how gorgeous that is. I absolutely love it. Now, I am going to try and make a wreath using this sign. I'm going to, like I mentioned before, I'm going to seal it. And I'm going to make a, and by sealing, I'm going to use, you can use Mod Podge actually, if you would like to. I'm going to use something that's going to take the shine away a little bit. Honestly, if I wanted to, I can even sand it a little bit. And it gives it more of a rustic look, guys. If you really were going for that rustic look. Can you guys see that a little bit? No, maybe so, kind of. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end the video here. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you try this. Guys, look how gorgeous this is. If you didn't want to add this to a wreath, let's say, you just want to hang it, just turn it around, add some of the jute back in that you got when you originally bought the signs. You'll probably have to cut these off because the holes you can't use anymore, right? Because I put paper on top of it. But cut them off and cut the ends off, right? Or you can leave the ends, whatever you choose to do. And you can glue it, hot glue it, just hot glue like that. And then you have a little hangy, and you can hang it. You can hang it maybe over your fireplace. You can hang it in your kitchen, in your hallway coming into your house. Anyways, look for a video of me using this in a wreath. If you're new here, thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you hit that subscribe button, and the notification bell will let you know when I post new videos. Hit that thumbs up too to show that you actually liked this video and this type of content. Again, $2 Dollar Tree wood, plain wood hearts that are currently out, 1 piece of lace. This was from the Dollar Tree. Paint, I believe these paints cost 50 cents at Walmart. Sometimes Dollar Tree has paint too. Get a red and a white. That would be $2 though, so it might not be smart to do that. Might as well try to get to Walmart and get this for 50 cents. But anyways, and you can make your own pink. And then this is just a piece of paper, you know, one of those that when Joann Fabrics has 10 for $2, or the paper ends up costing you 25 cents for a 12 by 12. That's what this is. And I didn't even use it all. I have some left still that I could do some other project, junk journaling, scrap something or another with. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining me today. I will talk to you guys later.